to a vampire, it might be the ultimate foe. But for the rest of the world, garlic isn't just that pungent ingredient found in almost every cuisine on the planet. It's aromatic gold. A humble bulb that fuels a multi-billion-dollar global industry and has been a cornerstone of medicine and cooking for thousands of years. So, have you ever wondered how millions of tons of this fragrant bulb are coaxed from the earth every single year? The journey of this powerful plant begins not in vast, sun-drenched fields, but in carefully prepared soil, where each clove is planted by hand with patience and precision. From there, those dormant cloves undergo a silent, underground transformation, eventually harvested by specialized machinery that must work with delicate care. Today on Craft, we'll venture into the fields and uncover the fascinating secrets behind one of the world's most versatile and ancient plants. All of that and more, right here in this video. Let's get started. Now, imagine yourself standing at the edge of a field in late autumn. The air is crisp, and the soil is cooling down. This isn't the frenzy of a spring planting, it's a calculated, patient beginning. Welcome to the first, and perhaps most critical, stage of the garlic journey. Unlike crops grown from tiny seeds, garlic has a unique, almost magical start. It begins with its own self. Farmers carefully crack apart mature garlic bulbs, selecting only the largest and healthiest outer cloves to become the seed for the next generation. And here's a fact you might not know: a single, perfect clove of garlic planted in the fall can, by the following summer, produce an entire new bulb containing between 10 to 20 new cloves. It's a testament to nature's incredible efficiency. This planting is a race against the oncoming winter. The goal is to get the cloves into the ground just in time for them to establish roots, but not so early that they send up shoots that will be killed by the frost. They need that period of cold dormancy, a natural chill, to properly divide and form those signature bulbs we know and love. On small farms, this is often done entirely by hand, a meditative and labor-intensive process. But on a commercial scale, sophisticated planters are used. These machines are marvels of precision, creating neat furrows, dropping each clove root side down at the perfect depth and spacing, and covering it with soil, all in one smooth motion. Once tucked safely into their earthy beds, the cloves settle in for the long winter sleep, setting the stage for a brand new growth cycle come spring. After the long silence of winter, the first signs of life emerge. Vibrant green shoots, like defiant swords, pierce through the soil. This is when the real work begins. As the days lengthen and temperatures rise, the garlic plant dedicates its energy to growing tall, strong leaves. And this is crucial: the size and health of the leaves directly determine the size of the bulb growing unseen underground. Each leaf is a solar panel, charging the bulb with energy. To support this growth, farmers provide a steady supply of water and nutrients. Drip irrigation systems snake through the fields, delivering water directly to the roots, minimizing waste and preventing the foliage from getting wet, which can invite disease. But the most fascinating part of this stage is the appearance of the scape. In hardneck varieties, a long, curly flower stalk emerges from the center of the plant. Now, if left alone, the plant would put all its energy into flowering and producing a tiny, inedible bulbils. But farmers intervene. They walk the fields and snap. This process, called scaping, is a brilliant act of redirecting the plant's energy. By removing the scape, the plant is tricked into thinking its reproductive mission has failed, so it pours all its stored energy back into plumping up the bulb underground. And the bonus? Those scapes are a culinary delicacy in their own right, a mild, garlicky treat that proves nothing in this process goes to waste. Knowing exactly when to harvest is an art form. Harvest too early, and the bulbs will be small and not fully developed. Harvest too late, and the bulbs can split open in the ground, making them susceptible to rot and unable to store well. The plants themselves send the signal. When the lower 3 or 4 leaves have turned brown, but the top 5 or 6 are still green, the clock starts ticking. The protective papery skins around the bulb have formed, but the plant still has enough energy left to cure properly. It's a narrow window of perfection, and when it arrives, the harvest begins. Enter the specialized harvesters. Unlike the massive combines for grains, these machines need a delicate touch. A blade slides horizontally underneath the rows, loosening the soil and lifting the bulbs without damaging them. The machine then conveys the plants, dirt and all, onto a conveyor where workers ride along, manually sorting and placing them into bins or crates. The key here is gentleness. A single bruise on a bulb can drastically reduce its shelf life. From the field, these bins of freshly dug garlic aren't headed for the supermarket. They're headed for one of the most critical, and often overlooked, stages of all. This is the curing barn, where the magic of preservation happens. Freshly harvested garlic is full of moisture and incredibly perishable. Curing is the process of slowly drying the outer layers and the neck of the bulb in a warm, dry, and well-ventilated area for several weeks. This process transforms the outer skin into the papery wrapper we're familiar with. It also causes the flavors to concentrate and mellow, turning the sharp, juicy bite of fresh garlic into the complex, potent flavor we know and love. Once fully cured, the bulbs are cleaned. Any remaining dirt is gently brushed off, the roots are trimmed, and the dried stalks are cut down. What emerges from this process is the final product, a sturdy, storable bulb of garlic, ready for its journey across the globe. From here, it's off to automated packing lines where the bulbs are sorted by size and quality, bagged, and boxed for shipping. From a single clove planted with hope in the autumn chill, to a global staple that fills kitchens with its unmistakable aroma, the journey is complete. It's a story of patience, precision, and a deep understanding of nature's rhythms. A story that proves the most powerful flavors often have the quietest beginnings. So, the next time you crush a clove of garlic into your pan, remember the incredible journey it took to get there. From a dormant clove in the cold earth, to a vibrant green plant, to a cured and perfected bulb. It's a craft that has been honed over millennia. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of garlic and want to see more stories about how everyday things are made, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Craft for more. Let us know in the comments what other plants or processes you're curious about. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep crafting.